Hi guys, how you doing? I hope everybody's having a happy new year. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. All right, what I want to talk about tonight, we'll talk about the battle blade or the Bowie blade or the big blade. One of the things when you're thrusting with a large knife like this, one of the things you need to be careful about versus a smaller knife is how you recoil from it. You know, when you got a small one, you could just pretty much shove it in and out like a boxing job. But if another person has a big knife, one of the characteristics of especially a Bowie blade with the back clip on it, and whether it's sharpened or not, is the back cut. Now when you go to throw a thrust, a person's going to want to back cut your thrusting hand. So what you want to consider doing when you throw a thrust is you want to be able to drop the tip and roll out of it. Okay? That's just one of the things you want to think about. So one of the things that's good to do is you take a piece of a horizontal, in this case just a piece of dowel, and you practice thrusting here, and don't get in the habit of bringing your tip back up when you thrust. Learn to drop your tip and roll it. Okay, so thrust, pull out, roll. This just helps you learn how to do that. Okay? So you throw the thrust, and all you're practicing doing, you get in the habit of dropping your tip, because if somebody back cuts on you, or turns their hand up like that, I call it pointee. But when they do that, it guides their blade down, and it's going to come right on top of your hand. So when they do that, you need to be able to drop your tip, okay? Which means your whole hand's going to follow, all right? So when you come in like that, and then of course you'll withdraw it and try to get on top of their hand, okay? That's the basic idea, okay? And obviously, when you stab and you recover, when you drop your tip, you can come backwards, okay? You can go to your left here. Now, what you'll do with that is you'll drop and turn. Your blade will turn this way, or you can this way, okay? Everything will go. So you can go in the three directions. When you're going forward, you just snap cutting. That's pretty self-explanatory. But remember, when you come here, you want to get in the habit of dropping your tip. That's why stabbing or something horizontal, and just practice dropping your tip. Okay? Here, drop your tip. Okay? And then practice going to the side. Okay? So that's the idea with that. Now, getting onto the snap cut. When you have a large battle blade like that, instead of going like this, you're going to snap it out. Okay? You're going to snap your blade out. So what you're learning how to do is hit and recoil. Okay? So you can do multiple strikes pretty quickly. Okay? Versus trying to go like this. See how this is in and out? It's just too slow. But you practice learning how to snap your blade out. It's just much faster. Okay? So again, you can use this horizontal target just to get used to practicing gaining ground. So 1, 2. Okay? 1 and 2. Now, when you snap cut, your blade's going to go out. It's going to horizontal and come back. Okay? So it's going like this. Make sense? You're not doing this and doing a great big circle because your hand has to open up. You want to maintain a grip on your blade. So it cuts. It's here. Okay? And you want to always, if you use your right hand, you want to pull your tip out to the outside. It's not a good habit to pull the snap cut tip on the inside. See where this is coming? Okay? If you get in the habit of doing this, you're going to cut yourself. So you want to always practice, if you have to bring your blade back fast, you want your tip to the outside, not on the inside. The only time you'll go to the inside is if you're monitoring this way. So you stab and then you're gonna monitor something coming forward. Then you'll go to that way. But do not snap your blade like this. It's just a bad habit to have your tip comes. Snap it to your blade goes to the outside of your elbow. Okay? And if it's this hand, it's the same thing. You want to go outside of the elbow. Practice that way. Okay? Alright. So remember, snap, cut, snap, snap. Snap, snap. Okay? You practice that in all four directions too. Quick review. When you're stabbing, learn to drop your tip and roll your blade back. Stab, drop your tip, roll your blade back. Okay? You don't want to stab and come out like this. See, there's no room. Okay? Got it. When you're snap cutting. Okay, so those are the two things you want to practice. Alright, that's just what I wanted to share with you. I'm going to start showing a lot more battle blade stuff just because I like it. It's a night boxing program I teach, stick boxing program I teach, and the reason I call it boxing is because it's off a boxing format. So, you know, there's no politics to it, that's just what I prefer to call it, all right? So just understand that, that's my choice. Anyhow, you can phone me, 818-987-1760, if you have any questions or would like lessons or workshops or anything like that. You can email me at billyboston@gmail.com. You can follow some of my stuff on YouTube under Billy Boston as well. So I hope everybody's having a good New Year's, and I'll see you more often in the future. Now I'm going to start, like I said, talking more about the blade, the stick boxing and the blade boxing, and something else I call boot boxing. And that's, I wear steel-toed boots all the time, and I use my kicks for low line, for leg destruction, and I keep my boxing for high line. And then how it applies against weapons as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing for 2018. All right? Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Take care.